I am with you on that. I totally understand the nature of which to protect and keep our children safe. And if you want to go slow with that, you know, it's your right, it's your life. So, of course, now, because there are films happening and, of course, you have so much at stake, there's a Welfare for Artisans initiative that you've decided to come forth. You're organizing a fundraiser. There are these top designer friends, Sabyasachi, Manish Malhotra, if I'm correct, you've known them since the beginning. Is it fun to work with them when they were your friends?
I think that, you know, when collaborations are done with friends, I think you understand the person better, because I think all of us are like-minded people. So many designers have come on board. And I think it's also mainly to say that, you know, the fundraiser did so well. We raised a lot of money last year, which helped the artisans. And that's the reason why Namrata and us, we decided that, of course, the second time round, I think, and plus we're still, you know, going through difficult times, I think it would be perfect. And this time round, there are more designers on board. Everybody's much more excited. And we have big designers, like you mentioned, Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi. And I think, you know, at least there's a conversation going on. Baradari stands for the fact that, you know, it's for economic equality.
Yes.
You know, that's what we want. We want there to be that equality between the designer and the artisans. And when you have big names behind it, like you've just taken, I think it helps the artisans even more, and it helps the reach. I'm glad that this conversation can happen for the second time over. When we did it the first time last year, it was initial. It was just, you know, it was just something that we just started. And today to have, you know, the second time to be having this fundraiser, we hope to obviously
why do you think this is the conversation that is most important that fashion should be having?
I think, you know, this is the only conversation I feel that fashion should be having. You know, I think the main reason is that because, you know, designers and artisans together, they anyway work so closely. They do so much of the work behind at the closed doors. I think, you know, they don't get that kind of appreciation, that kind of recognition. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about equality when it comes to artisans and designers. I think, you know, in our field, we're barely talking about equality right now between male and female. So this conversation, when it comes to fashion, should be the only conversation that every designer or probably everybody should be having.
And you have been one of those proponents of equality, whether it's a pay gap or any other issue. I think you've always been at the forefront and here for artisans as well. Do you think that celebrities, the ones who are on whether they are showstoppers, whether they are at a photo opportunity, we all see those amazing clothes, but those signature products, to know who made them, what is their life, how is their livelihood, do you think that is now a conversation that should be pushed?
In fact, the pandemic is the best time. That's why when we started Baradari, that was because they were hit the most during the pandemic.
Yes, correct.
They were taken away. So the fact is that I'm glad that in fact, the pandemic helped this conversation to bring about this change in this conversation. You know, that designers, celebrities should be supporting the artisans. But like you said, taking the ramp, I mean, you know, everyone wants a film star on the ramp. But the biggest star is the one who's toiling away and working away for us to look glamorous and make that outfit. So whether it's, you know, Manish or Sabyasachi or Tarun Tahiliani, you have, you know, the big names behind them. Today, they are ready to participate and, you know, they are having this conversation. Which,
are we looking at some fantastic signature products that are going to be perhaps put on the sale here?
Of course, there's some lovely outfits.
Who's your favorite?
I think all of them. I would love to have all the clothes that are up for sale. They're so beautiful and so well made, and with all heart in it, that I genuinely feel that, you know, people should open their hearts, open their pockets, and, you know, help the artisans and help us raise, hopefully, God willing, you know, double the amount than what we raised last year.
And I'm happy to take this message forward, because I think what you're doing is for social equality, for social justice. It's such a great cause. Kareena.
Absolutely.
And your glamour, from what I have seen, is actually your confidence. I don't think it's dependent on clothes, but I do have a question. Does Kareena Kapoor, who's an aspirational figure, everything that you do is watched, is perhaps emulated by young women? But does Kareena Kapoor ever get conscious of physical changes in her body, especially now that you've had babies?
Well, I think I'm as normal as every woman is.
Really?
But, I don't like the fact that, fitness, health, and vanity are taken in the same breath.
Okay.
Because, like you said, my confidence lies in just the fact that it's inside me. So when I'm 80 kgs or I'm 48 kgs, my confidence level doesn't shake. And most women should look at their bodies like that. Because I don't look at my body for vanity. I look at my body for the fact that I just want to be fit and healthy. I have 2 children.
Yes.
I'm proud to have that. And I wanted to always, be a mother. And I'm totally fine. I just want to, whether I'm size 10 or size 12, it really doesn't matter. The idea is that I just want to be fit. Because obviously I need to run around my kids, so I need to just be fit. And that's what all. I don't want to even, think about,
yes,
all like weight gain or weight loss. Let's all
Lovely.
think about fitness and health.
And I think that shows, do you think that shows also when you're dealing with so many things, because you're back into the workforce barely 6 months, and while you're enjoying motherhood, you're also enjoying these new initiatives?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just loving the fact that, through the lockdown, I got to write this book.
Yeah.
Now, I'm getting to be the face of Baradari to, help the artisans. I think that it's a great initiative to be a part of. And, I'm going to start shooting a film. I'm loving it. And I like to, obviously balance my work life and my family time. I'm very clear. We're about to also travel for the first time in 2 years now.
Lovely. How? And
So,
where?
That we don't know. I don't have anyone following me.
Yes.
But it's going to be a nice break. So after all this, because the book promotion was on, before that Saif was shooting for Adipurush. So it's been hectic for us. So I think as a family, I need to balance that out. And
Is
that's
it going to be G-Start, if I may ask?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we can go all the way to Switzerland.
No, but I think it's a well-deserved break. You've been really working hard, and of course with children as well, it's a joyous time. And before I just wrap up, a few other final questions about work. What is next on the line? Are you interested in the digital medium? Because Saif, remember, starred in Sacred Games. It was a huge success, and I thought he was brilliant as Sartaj Singh. Have you been approached? Are you keen? Are you willing to diversify?
Of course, I'm super excited to diversify. In fact, right now I'm producing a film with Ekta Kapoor and directed by Hansal Mehta. So I want to wrap up that first and then maybe do something on the web. I don't know. I've read a lot of scripts, on for the OTT platform. But it has to be, like you said, it has to be that something absolutely amazing. And when that happens, I'm on for sure.
Kareena, many would say that you have it all. Is there a wish list? Is there something on your bucket list that you would want to check off soon or perhaps later in some years?
I know everyone makes a bucket list, kid. This is what it is, and this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is, I know everyone has that, but I'm not that kind of person to be ticking off things off my list. I take life each day as it comes, and I think COVID has taught us that even more.
Yes.
That never make any plans, never know. Nobody thought that we would be hit with this virus.
I think it's just turned our lives topsy-turvy.
It's turned everybody's life around. So right now, I don't know, is not the time for a bucket list. Right now is the time to take each day as it comes and just be positive and keep moving forward.
Kareena, I think you're an amazing person. And I think you're also using your privilege for all the right reasons, specifically with regard to artisans. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much, Kareena Kapoor Khan, for this lovely conversation. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for speaking to India today.